Check it out, they go slide.
I honestly have no idea whether to laugh at this rumor or cry about this rumor or do a blood sacrifice to this rumor and worship it as a god, or to like look at the peasants rolling in their peasant filth and just look at them with my glowing Gaben-filled eyes and say, what the fuck are you talking about? If you don't know, if you haven't seen this yet, there is a rumor that Xbox Ones are quote-unquote leaking fluid. Let me tell you how many ways that doesn't make any fucking sense. First of all, the Xbox One is not fucking liquid cooled, so that's out of the question, and it still works when it's quote-unquote leaking fluid, so it's doubly out of the question. Even if it was deionized water, with the amount of time that Xbox has spent around it, even if it was liquid cooled, it would pick up enough ions, or on contact with any metal, it would pick up enough impurities and ions to fuck shit up. There is no way spilling your water cooling fluid, unless it is mineral oil or some sort of deionized ammonia, which I don't know why you'd even want to mess with deionized ammonia in the first place, there is no way that it would not cause problems. So the hidden liquid cooling thing, I saw one comment. One comment said it was like a hybrid cooler. No, it fucking isn't. They would not invest the money in that. Microsoft does not want to spend that much manufacturing their overpriced piece of shit console. Next, someone said capacitor fluid. There's not that many fucking capacitors! There are a few drops of fluid. There are a few large drops of fluid in every capacitor, depending on the size of the capacitor. There is not enough capacitor fluid in the Xbox One, nor has that Xbox been flipped upside down. I don't understand. It's on the fucking top vent. Capacitor fluid doesn't just magically rise into the air and settle along the top vent of the console. It's not how fucking capacitor fluid works. It would leak out of the capacitor and onto the board, and it probably wouldn't hurt the board, but you would start overheating and you would probably have issues with the capacitor, maybe even like discharging on shit and sparking, which is not fun. The only answer to this bullshit about leaking fluid is that your Xbox is getting so hot, and they invested so little in the cooler, and they invested so little in the paint, that the heat from the cooler is rising and causing the paint on top of the vent to peel. It's not fucking fluid, it's the paint over the vent peeling. It looks like the calcification or like some kind of weird chemical reaction happening to the paint on a car that's been out in the sun for a really, really long time. That's exactly what it looks like. My dad had this really old Ford Tempo, and it did exactly the same thing. It's because your Xbox is too fucking hot, because they're not spending enough money, and it's not well cooled enough, and they don't have a good cooler on it, because the heatsink sucks. It is getting so hot that the paint is peeling. There's no fluid. There's no magical hidden hybrid cooler. There's no fucking capacitor fluid leaking out and magically, like, flying around in the air like it's zero gravity and settling on the vent, because capacitor fluid has a mind of its fucking own, like that Glorp thing from Treasure Planet. That's not how that works. Your Xbox is too hot. You need to take it in and get a new one, and then, or just use the $500 and build a nice PC. Have a good day.